Hi, my dear fifth grade children. How are you, ma? Are you fine? Be in your home. So you be happy. Be stay in your home. Okay, ma? Have you had breakfast in the morning? Okay, so now you are very energetic. Are you interested to study? Okay. Okay, ma. You are very interested to study, I know. Okay. Okay, let us start to study. Okay. Today I revised the lesson, ma. That is first lesson. Next month, this month, third week, maybe first midterm exam. Third week or fourth week. I don't know the correct date. But this month you have exam. That is sure. So you study well. Still you not study, not copy the notes means leave it. But today onwards, it will carefully listen here, study well. If you are not complete the notes means please complete it. Okay? Okay, fine? Okay, ma. Okay, first of all, we revise the first lesson. Your social exam, the test portion is first three lesson. That is lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. I already given notes for 3 lesson and fourth lesson also I given the notes. But your exam portion only 3 lessons. Okay, clear? Okay, ma, you study well. First of all, you read the lesson carefully. You listen carefully. Then only you can able to answer all the questions. Okay? Okay, very easy only. No problem. Okay. Okay, ma. Today onwards, you listen carefully and study. Study well. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, the first lesson. Now you take your book and booklet. Okay? Okay. Okay, fine. Let us start to revise the lesson. Okay. What's the title of this lesson, Mark? Yes, you know very well. Okay, correct. Very good. Lesson 1, that is motions of the earth. Okay, very good, Mark. That is motions of the earth. Lesson first. Today, this first lesson is I revise. Okay, listen carefully. Today onwards, you study well. Then you will get good marks. Okay. Okay, now listen here, ma. Take your book and booklet. Now you open your book and booklet. Booklet the first lesson. Book also the book exercise. You open it and listen here. Okay. Okay, good. Shall we start? Okay. Now we study that the motions of the earth. We already know that the planet Earth is the home to a variety of living beings, included us. Earth is the only planet to support life. This is because of the presence of water and air. Thus, you know already. The Earth is otherwise called blue planet. It is a unique planet. Unique planet means that we know it supports our life in the presence of air and water. And why it is called blue planet? That's also you know ma. About 71% of the Earth's surface is covered with water and the remaining is land. So it is called blue planet. Okay, then the large size of the earth makes it difficult for us to study. It is a whole. So only the geographers have developed different means of representing earth. That is the most important being globes and maps. What is a globe? Globe is a scale model of the earth. It is spherical in shape and gives an accurate pictures of the earth. Okay, ma? So this earth is so huge, so we can't study it. It's very difficult. So these geographers have developed these globes and maps. Who is these geographers? Those who are very interested to study geography. That persons are called geographers. Okay, so these geographers representing Earth is the most important being, that is globes and maps. What is a globe? Yeah, globe is a scale model of the earth. It is spherical in shape. It gives the an accurate pictures of the earth. Can you clear it, ma? Okay, fine. Okay, very good. Now we see that an axis. That is very important. What is axis? An axis is an imaginary line passing through an object. Isn't it? An axis is an imaginary line. It is not a permanent line. It is an imaginary line passing through an object. Okay. What is the axis of the earth? That's your lesson first question. What is the axis of the earth? Now see your booklet. Now you repeat that. What is the axis of the earth? The axis of the earth is an imaginary line passing through the two poles. Isn't it? It is an imaginary line passing through two poles. That is North Pole and South Pole. It is slightly tilted. Yes, it is slightly tilted. What's the meaning of tilted? That is a slanting in position. It is not correct vertical. It is just slanting. Can you see that globe? Can you see, ma? Yes. It is slightly tilted. Tilted means slanting. What's the meaning of tilted? Slanting. Is it clear? Okay. So what's the axis of the earth? Now you read it. Yeah. Very good. The axis of the earth is an imaginary line passing through the two poles. It is slightly tilted. Very good. Okay, clear it now. What is the axis of the earth? Okay. So now we see that these two endpoints of the axis of the rotation are known as poles. Yes, thus we know this globe that have North Pole and South Pole. Isn't it? Yes. Then at the middle we can see that is halfway between the two poles is another imaginary line circling the earth. It is called equator. Can you see that equator? Yes. It is a halfway between the two poles is another imaginary line circling the earth. It is called equator. This equator divides the earth into two equal halves. The northern hemisphere lies to the north of the equator, while the southern hemisphere lies to its south. Can you clear, ma? The equator divides the earth into two equal halves, that is a northern halves and a southern halves. Can you clear it? Okay. Okay, ma. Then from this lesson, what is the title? Motions of the earth. What's that meaning of motions? Do you know? Yes, you know very well. Yes, that is the movement of the earth. Motions means the movement of the earth. The earth moves in two different ways. The earth moves in two different ways. First one, it spins around itself about its axis. Okay, ma? The movement of the earth in two ways. That's first one, it spins around itself about its axis. Then second movement, it moves around the sun in a fixed path. Okay, this is very, very, very important. So the motions of the earth means that is movement of the earth that is in two different ways. First of all, the earth spins around itself, its axis, and it moves around the sun in fixed path. These two movements is very, very important for us. First, now listen here. Rotation. What is rotation? Anyone say? Yeah, very good. That is the movement of the earth about its axis is known as rotation. What is rotation, ma? The movement of the earth about its axis is known as rotation. Repeat, say. What is rotation? The movement of the earth about its axis is known as rotation. This is very, very, very important one. This rotation of the earth causes day and night. Isn't it? We study now. We can study before that we cannot see the whole of a globe at a time. In a similar way, the sun's light cannot shine on the entire earth at a time. Okay, we study now. We cannot see the whole of a globe at a time. Only one part only we can see. If you need to see other part means we simply tilted. Change that, isn't it? Like that, the sun's light cannot shine on the entire earth at a time. Can you clear? Some parts of the earth are lightning by the sunlight. At the same time, others remains dark. So we conclude that the portions of the earth facing the sun has day. What's more? The portions of the earth facing the sun has day, while the portions facing away from the earth has night. Can you clear it? The portions of the earth facing the sun has day, while the portions facing away from the earth has night. Okay? Can you clear it? Yes. Then second question in your booklet. Now see that. How long does the earth take for one rotation? How long does the earth take for one rotation? Yeah, that is the earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. How many hours more? That is 24 hours to complete one rotation. The earth rotates itself, its axis. Okay, it takes time 24 hours. So, now read the question, second question. How long does the earth take for one rotation? The earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. Can you clear it? Then next we study that. What is the rotation of the earth cause? Can you say the answer? Third question is in your booklet. What is the rotation of the earth cause? The rotation of the earth causes day and night. Can you clear it? The rotation of the earth causes day and night. So this rotation is very, very important for living beings because this rotation of the earth causes only day and night. Okay. So this earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. Can you clear it, ma? Can you clear it? Okay, fine. Okay, right. Next question. Next, now see the revolution. What is revolution, ma? So rotation means we know. That is movement of the earth around about its axis is known as rotation. Okay. At the same time, what is revolution? This rotation and revolution is different. Thus we know. Okay. Now we see that what is revolution. What is revolution? The movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path is called revolution. What is revolution, Sema? The movement of the earth around the sun. First of all, we rotation see means the movement of the earth about its axis. But here, the movement of the earth around the sun. That is very, very important. The movement of the earth around the sun. That is a revolution. Can you clear it? What is rotation? What's the difference between rotation and revolution? What's the two types of movement? Can you clear it, ma? So rotation means you know. Now you see that revolution. That is the movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path called revolution. Okay? Can you clear it? Yes. The fixed path that the earth moves in is referred to as orbit. Yes, now listen here. In your booklet, now fourth question, you can now see that. It's now read it. What is Earth's revolution? What's Earth's revolution? That is the movement of the earth on an elliptical orbit around the sun. Okay? Elliptical orbit means it is like a oval in shape, but not in correct round. It is an elliptical orbit. Okay? The movement of the earth on an elliptical orbit around the sun is known as revolution. Can you clear it? Okay. So, the movement of the earth around the sun in fixed path is called revolution. This fixed path, that fixed path is called a elliptical orbit. but this movement is around the sun. So it is called revolution. Now clear it. What is rotation? What is revolution? Can you clear it, ma? Okay, fine, ma. Now listen here. This rotation causes day and night. Okay. And revolution causes what? Do you know? Okay. Now listen here. The earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. Okay. This, as the earth rotates, the parts of the earth facing the sun gets light. That's we know. Then now we study that revolution. What is revolution? That's you already learned it. What is revolution? That is the movement of the earth on an elliptical orbit around the sun is known as revolution. Okay. Then that is in your booklet, that fifth question. How long does the earth for one revolution? How long does the earth for one revolution? Yes, the earth takes 365 days and 6 hours to complete one revolution. Okay, ma? The earth takes 365 days and 6 hours to complete one revolution. Can you clear it? So, this earth takes how many days? 365 days and 6 hours to complete one revolution. Okay, rotation means it takes 24 hours. So, this rotation causes day and night. This revolution causes seasons. Summer season, we have 4 seasons. We already learned in the previous class. That is summer, winter, autumn and spring, isn't it? Okay, these seasons, how this season happens? By the help of the revolution of the earth. The rotation of the earth causes day and night. Like these seasons happens by the revolution of the earth. So now you know thoroughly what is rotation, what is revolution. Can you clear it? Okay, fine. Okay, ma. Okay, now listen here. Any doubt for you? No doubt. So study will listen carefully. Okay. Then, so revolution, we see that now. Now listen here, ma. That is, we see that it leap year. This revolution time, it takes 365 days and 6 hours. So now we see that what is leap year? What is leap year, ma? That is, a year usually has 365 days. Okay, 1 year means 365 days. 1 day means 24 hours. It is clear for you? And doubt? No? Yes. Now listen here. A year usually has 365 days. But this earth takes 365 days and 6 hours for a complete orbit around the sun. Okay, a year, it means 365 days. 1 day means 24 hours. This is not at all change. Okay, but this year takes 365 days and 6 hours for a complete orbit around the sun. One revolution, it takes 365 days and 6 hours. So, this extra 6 hours from each year are added up. Okay, this extra 6 hours added up in 4 years, this become 24 hours. Let's you know, yes, this year has usually 365 days, but this year takes one revolution 365 days and 6 hours. So, this extra 6 hour is added for 4 years. Okay, this 6 into 4 is 24. So, the 4th year is get extra 1 day, isn't it? These 24 hours are equal to 1 day. This is an extra day. So, 4th year's once 1 extra day. Okay, every 4th year this extra day is added to the year. Can you see that? Every 4th year only this extra day is added to this year. This year with an extra day is called a leaf year. So this extra day is called leaf year. So leaf year means not for come in all the years. It comes fourth year, once in 4 years. So if a child born in that leaf day, leaf year, next his birthday will come. He celebrate his birthday on next fourth year. Can you clear it? Okay. This extra day is added to February. So in a leaf year has February has 29 days. This extra day is added to February month. So in a leaf year February has 29 days. Can you clear it? Can you clear it, ma? This is a leaf year. So in your booklet one question is also given that. Now you read it that is sixth question. Write a short paragraph to explain why a leaf year has 366 days. Write a short paragraph to explain why a leaf year has 360 days. Yes, you say that answer. A year usually has 365 days, but the earth takes 365 days and 6 hours for a complete orbit around the sun. Can you clear it, ma? Okay, very good. This extra 6 hours add up to give an extra day. Yes, this extra 6 hours added 4 years. First, second, third, fourth. Then is given extra day because 6 into 4, 24. 24 is a day. So then extra day in every 4 years. This is leaf year, which has 366 days. So leaf year has 366 days. Can you clear it? Okay, ma? Can you clear it, ma? Any doubt for you? No. Okay. Okay, fine. Then you see that seasons. Okay. Now we see that how seasons happen. The seasons happen only by the what? That revolution of the earth. Okay. In your booklet, the question is given. Give the two reasons why summer and winter happen. Yes, why this season happen? That's very easy points only. Now see here. The change in seasons from summer to winter or back, that is winter to summer happens because of the two seasons. What's the two seasons? That first one is the tilt of the earth's axis. Okay? The tilt of the earth's axis and the orbit of the earth around the sun. That is a revolution. Revolution time, the earth revolves around the sun in a fixed path. That fixed path is called a orbit. Orbit means what? That is a elliptical orbit. This earth revolves around the sun in a fixed path. That is an elliptical in shape. So how these seasons happen? The seasons happens mainly by the tilt of the earth axis, the orbit of the earth around the sun. Very easy questions only. Can you clear it? Okay. Can you understand, ma? Okay, fine. Okay. Then now listen here. Then two more questions there. Why this northern hemisphere is hotter than the southern hemisphere during summer? This northern hemisphere hotter than the southern hemisphere during summer season. That is the first question. Shall we see that first question answer? Otherwise, I will read the questions fully. Now listen here. Why is the northern hemisphere, first A part, hotter than the southern hemisphere during summer? B part, cooler than the southern hemisphere during winter. So first you focus that first A part, hotter than the southern hemisphere during summer. Why? Why? Shall we see that? The northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun and the rays of the sun fall directly on it. So the northern hemisphere is hotter than the southern hemisphere during summer. Can you clear it, ma? The northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun. Okay, during summer season, the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun and the ray of the sun directly falls on it. So, the northern hemisphere is hotter than the southern hemisphere during summer. Can you clear it, ma? This is why the northern hemisphere is hotter than the southern hemisphere during summer. Okay, now A part over, then B part now see. Focus to B part. That is, question, what's the question? Why is the northern hemisphere cooler than the southern hemisphere during winter? Yes, the northern hemisphere is cooler than the southern hemisphere during winter season. That's why. What's the reason? The northern hemisphere is tilted away from the sun. Summer season, the northern hemisphere is tilted, focused to sun, so sun's rays directly falls on. So summer season, northern hemisphere is so hotter. But at the same time, winter season, the northern hemisphere is tilted away from the sun. Okay, away from the sun. So the sun's ray falls, sun's ray lies directly on it. So the northern hemisphere is cooler than the southern hemisphere. Okay, so this is in the winter season. Can you clear it? Okay, ma. So this is the question for you. Why is the northern hemisphere, that is A part, hotter than the southern hemisphere during summer and cooler than the southern hemisphere during winter? Okay. Then next question is more now. Now listen here. That is, what happens is a North Pole during summer? What is this called? Now listen here. As the earth spins, the sun never sets at the North Pole in June. Okay. As the earth spins, means, do you know? Yes. The earth spins around its axis, rotates its axis. Okay, as the earth spins, the sun never sets at the North Pole in June. So the North Pole and the area surrounding it will have continuous day and never have night in June. This is called polar day, and the sun is called midnight sun. Now listen here. As the earth spins, the sun never sets at the North Pole. This is where? This is lies in the North Pole in June. So the North Pole and the area surrounding it will have continuous day and never have night in June month. Okay, so this is called polar day and the sun is called midnight sun. Okay, ma? Okay, clear it? Okay. So first of all, you study the book exercise, then you study the booklet. But anyway, you read all this lesson fully. You one time read means only you can able to answer all the questions. Okay, ma? Okay. Now listen here. Today not completed means tomorrow I will do that book exercise. Take now page number 40. Am I correct? Yes. Now listen here. That is, with the help of the diagram only we want to in position. So first one, in position Y, it is the dash season in the northern hemisphere and the dash season in the southern hemisphere. According to see that position of the diagram. So first one, in position Y is the summer season in the northern hemisphere and the winter season in the southern hemisphere. Okay. Then second, in position Z, that what's that? It is the winter season in the southern hemisphere and the summer season in the northern hemisphere. Okay. Next to each position in this diagram, write to. Now listen here. So this book exercise today time over. I think it. So I will give next class. Okay. So your duty is study well. Please copy it and study well. Today onwards you do very well. Okay, ma? Okay, fine. Don't worry. Study well. Okay, next class we will say that. Next class I continue this